Hey everyone, it's Diane at the Picket Fence Greenhouse and Gardens, and today, I don't know if you seen my other videos where I planted some herbs and some peppers inside. Today I have them still in these little inserts. We're going to transplant them into 4-inch pots today. And the funny thing is, some of these herbs and thyme and oregano, I've already cut off of them, and I'm drying the herbs right now, so it's wonderful. We got some pickled peppers here I'm going to plant, and I'm going to show you something. Here is a pepper plant. Came from this 6-pack, and I transplanted it in a 4-inch pot, and look at the size. It's actually got buds on it already. It's kind of a smaller pickled pepper, but as you can see, transplanting makes all the difference in your size of your plants. And I just haven't got these done because I got about 3 nice big ones, and I just thought I'd share that with you today. Right there's the buds. It's coming, and I just think it's really awesome to be able to do this indoors under some lighting. Okay, so that one looks pretty healthy right now. The soil I'm going to be using is my regular soil with peat and this is peat and perlite. I added some compost, and I also added some the organic soil, and that is the combination I'm going to be using to transplant these today. So basically, I like to take a knife just to be careful on into pulling these out. Doesn't hurt them too bad. And I'm going to be, getting these going. Hopefully, I'm going to have some huge pepper plants by the time, I hopefully will get something off of them here. But we'll just look at the difference again, guys. We got this big one and this one. Same, they came out of the same little inserts. These had a little slower start, and I planted those other ones. The ones that were the biggest got planted first. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead, and this one's got 2. Just be very careful and pull it apart. Normally, once you transplant these, you need to let them rest. It wouldn't hurt to let them rest a day away from the lights. Okay, that way they need to rest for sure. Okay, it just helps them from having that transplant shock. I might have to give a couple of these away. They're just, I don't know what I'll do with them all, but I thought it'd be fun to try this indoors. And as you know, it's working out. It's definitely working out. I could also transfer them to a window. I have them down here under some lighting. They get 16-hour-a-day lights. And this one, I don't know how he got in there, but this one's an herb. This is the lime basil. If you've never done lime basil, you need to plant it. It's wonderful, wonderful. It actually, to me, smells lemony too, but I'm going to plant them. I'm actually going to plant, I have quite a few other lime basils right here. We're just going to take, and I'm going to clump them together and put them in 4-inch pots. I'm going to probably put like 3 plants together to make a nice little clump of herbs. I'm going to show you some. Actually, I've cut off of these already. As you can see, they're getting their side shoots. Very wonderful for if you want your plants to get fuller. Trim the center off, get that cut off, and you can see as they're producing side shoots. I kept them herbs, I dried them, and I'm using them in my cooking now, so it's just great. But we'll continue on here. Planting, I'm going to be planting a few, and with this leftover soil, I just mix it right in my other soil, and it's just that really fine germinating soil, but I'll mix it in with the rest. This one's kind of big. I'll set him down a little bit, and then what I need to do is I'm going to grab a couple taller ones here. I'm going to grab, there's 2 in this pot. And we're just gonna, what I'm gonna do, normally this is how I plant anyway. I like to plant in clumps. Your plush, you just look, it looks good. It looks good clumped together. Instead of one plant you're gonna have 3 nice ones. And this is gonna produce some really nice herbs. Okay, so there's 3. This is the lime basil. And I'm just gonna continue on. I'm gonna get this all done. Oh, another thing, cinnamon basil. I am really amazed at the aroma these throw off. As you can see, I trimmed these back already too, and I dried them. But this is a wonderful herb, cinnamon basil. If you're looking for different kind of basils, definitely get the cinnamon. Wonderful. I just can't say enough about it. But I got a few thyme here. I'm going to clump them together, put them in a 4-inch pot, and then I got some oregano that's really doing good. I've cut off of these already too. Cutting off really promotes new growth, so that's something you want to do. So I'm going to finish up here and then we'll come back. Just wanted you to get a look at these little plug-like plants I got. This is the thyme, and nice roots. We got some good roots. These are going to go in a, I'm actually going to clump these all together in one pot. It's going to make a really, really pretty pot of thyme, and this will be for my personal use. And we'll get them growing. That's got a little ways to fill out, so they got some room. Okay, so I wanted to show that to you. I just wanted to give you a look at what the plugs actually look like. It's not plugs. I planted them in these cells. I call them plugs because that's kind of what they look like. But just want to pull one out. Here's the oregano. And this one I already cut back, so that's why it looks like a little smaller. But look at the roots going. It needs transplanted, so that's what we're going to do. That's what we're doing today. I decided the cinnamon basil needed a bigger pot. Some of these nicer, bigger ones, because that way I don't have to transplant again later on. As you can see, the cinnamon basil, it looks good. I mean, I'm looking at the leaf structure. I'm looking at this color. And I'm looking at the new growth coming. So that worked out pretty good. I'm starting to become a real fan of basil in general. Wonderful stuff for cooking your meats, and I even put them in soups. And this one here, I got a couple like this. It's coming with new growth, but the older leaves didn't. They got yellow, so I pulled them off. This transplanting is going to help them too, but that's why they kind of look like that. Once in a while you're going to have trouble with a few things, but if I can just have a few for cutting, you know, for using and cutting, you know, I'm happy with that. So there we have, I got two pots of cinnamon basil there, and the other ones here, I'm going to put them in the smaller 4-inch. Alright, the next thing I'm wanting to finish transplanting with, and this is debatable. These are called lime basil, but I'm going to have to do some research on it because they smell, I can really smell some lemon in them. So I'm not sure if I got the right seed, but they really, really smell like lemon to me. And I'm pretty sure I didn't mark them right, wrong. So this one here, look at that. And I just love the fragrance. There's 3 plants in there, so I'm going to plant this one in one pot. Maybe they do have some characteristics. Maybe they do have a little lemon. That's what I need to find out. I'm going to go do some research on that. It's very easily possible that a guy can get the wrong seed too. I mean, it can I'm sure the seeds can get mixed. So, but it's a really nice one. I love the fragrance on this one too. As you can see, the leaves are a little smaller in size compared to the cinnamon basil, and there's the lime basil, quite a bit smaller in size. This to me almost looks like a salvia plant. But that's what we'll finish up here doing doing the lime basil, getting them in the 4-inch pots. They're not real big, so I'm going to keep them in the 4-inch for right now. And then we'll come back and I'll show you I'll show you everything that's been completed. Okay, I got them all planted, all my herbs and my peppers, and I'm going to water them in. And what I'm going to do is let them set here. I'll let them set here for till tomorrow. They need to be rested and to get over the transplant shock. And if you guys got any questions, comments, have you grown lime basil, cinnamon basil, oregano, thyme, you name it, and some peppers, let me know how they done for you. If you got any questions on growing from seed, I do have a nice article on my website at picketfencegreenhouse.info. Tells you step by step how to get started. Just is kind of some guidelines of what I've done and what I do. I mean, a lot of people got their own methods, but I'm sharing with you, what works for me, and you can just make sure you check that out. So we'll talk to you later, and we'll see you in the next video.